Hello guys and welcome back to this channel. So I'm currently in a stage that I don't really like because I'm very close to guessing the trend, and I don't really want to do what be guessing trends, right? So this is what we are having within the 714 method. You can see that it was a sell, very nice, all the way down within the zone. Now we are expecting a buy, but the problem and the reason why I'm still waiting is you can see that news is almost at the corner right here. And when you look at the bigger time frame, it doesn't really show price is going up. It shows a sell, right? It doesn't show a buy. So what do I do? So obviously I can see that this is a retracement back to this zone right here. So with this type of situation, all you need to do is understand the bigger time frame. So let's look at the bigger time frames. You can see that we are in a sell, even the 45 minutes is a sell. So there's absolutely no reason why I should be looking for a buy at this moment. Do you understand that? And the 714 method hasn't really given anything that shows that I should buy. So obviously all I have to do is get into a sell, but my stop loss has to be above this range, which will be very huge. So I can't actually do what? I can't actually enter into two trades, and likely I think there's news around this same time. So because of the news, I can't really execute a much more bigger trade, and I have to do what? Set my stop loss about 6k in losses if this actually goes south. So that was why I was quite reluctant to actually execute this trade today, because when you look below this range, there's absolutely nothing that shows that the 714 method is going to do what? Push all the way up. Now, if price eventually hits this zone, because this is a consolidation, just a small consolidation, right? A build up right there. So if it hits this build up and eventually takes out this high, yes, I'll be in a loss, but I'll know that the price has reversed or the trend has reversed. I can actually recover that loss. But currently, there's no reason why I should be looking for a buy. There's absolutely no reason why I should be looking for a buy. If I'm looking for a buy, I'm just going to get myself wrecked, because when you look at the bigger time frame, this is a 2 hour time frame. Price has pushed through this zone right here, which was a massive zone. Price hasn't really tested this range, and price has to test this range if it actually wants to do what? Reverse up, because this right here was a change of character that started this whole trend. So if price is coming down, it's coming straight to that level. It's going to take out this zone and come all the way down to that level. Very nice. So to me, I don't really have to be looking for buys at this moment, because absolutely there's no reason why I should be looking for buys at the moment. I know the sell is quite low because I do not want to execute a trade that I'm not really sure about. That's why I was doubting it. So I should have actually executed a trade when we got back into this zone right here. I should have executed a trade. But yes, that is where I'm executing. I'm executing a sell right now. This right here is my stop loss. If price takes out this high and closes above it, that's very nice. I'll know for sure that I'm wrong, right? I'll know I'm wrong. And I'll also know that the trend has reversed. So I'll look for a buying opportunity to cover up the loss that I actually took. But I'm not going to risk entering into a buy when the trend itself is still selling. I'm not going to do that, right? So let's go ahead and set the TP levels. So obviously the TP level should be around this zone right here, which is also a very big fair value gap. So that'll be around 32.48. So 32.48, I think, is pretty low, and this will be a very good trade, to be honest. I think 32.48 is around this zone, so 32.50, so that will avoid 32.48. All right, so this will probably just be around somewhere 21k. So I think this right here is it. That's right there is my entry, right? I'll probably pull it all the way back so that it will make sense. Right now that is around this range right here. It doesn't make any sense. All right, so this will probably make a lot of sense now. So this is why I'm telling you that you should always pay attention to the trend itself, because when you pay attention to the trend, everything makes sense. But when you don't, it makes a lot of things complicated. So if I wasn't paying attention to the trend, I wouldn't have possibly known that I should be selling instead of what? Buying, right? I wouldn't have possibly known that. So that's why it's very important. Now let's see what happens to this trend.
A few moments later.
All right, so this is what we are having. I have to get out of the trade though. As you can see, price is pushing all the way down. But you already know I hate what rejections. We might continue to shoot all the way down. But to me, I'm done for the day. Now, this is why I prioritize teaching my students how to read the charts, because it's very, very important. When you add the knowledge of reading a chart to any other strategy, trust me, you are going to be highly profitable. It's very, very important. See you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.